one of these two Manchester City shirts is an official shirt costing £75.
Cha-ching.
And one is a fake shirt from China costing £13. But can you guess which is which? Now, whilst you debate this in your own head, I put this exact test to my Twitter followers, and here's what they said. Reeve thought the left was surely real. Ryan thought the right was real due to some design labels. Manners thought the left one was real due to having a richer colour. And ultimately, it was almost split 50-50, with slightly more thinking this left shirt to be the legitimate and genuine Manchester City shirt. Right here is the counterfeit Manchester City 23-24 away kit, the electric one. And here is the legitimate one that I bought from the official Manchester City website for 75 quid. 75 quid. It arrived in about 3 days. And it's gorgeous, by the way. Love it. This fake one cost me £13.20 from a seller called Love Jersey 888, which I assume is Chris MD's nickname. Once again, this was £13.20, over 60 quid cheaper than the official one, and it took 10 to 12 days to arrive. Let's see how similar or dissimilar they look. I'm actually incredibly excited to see what this looks like. How good have the fakes got? How good have the fake Man City shirts? Woo! Holy crap. That looks incredibly promising. That so far is looking, that is insane. This was shipped from China, but it was made in Turkey, which seems like a wildly unnecessary journey to make. Right, let's open this bad boy up. Comes it like, how is it even in like a little PUMA bag? The audacity. Ooh, that doesn't look real, does it? Right, it's got some tags on it. It's got a little Manchester City tag, which I don't have the original tags from my proper one, but we'll start with the feel of it. It feels pretty similar. I'm just going to test it on my face because I feel like that's the easier way to to tell how it feels. Oh, it's difficult. It's really difficult. Oh, the colours aren't matching up there, are they? Oh, is that just the lighting? Holy shit. I opted to get the one with a Champions League badge and a UEFA Foundation for Children. That's funny, isn't it? This is really, really tough. First inaccuracy I have noticed. So this is the font for City on the back of the neck of the original, and then this is the City. Oh, you can look at that Y. Look at that Y. That is awful. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's These are the two badges side by side. I think they might have just bought I don't know if you could buy the badges, but I mean, they're identical. They're pretty much exactly the same from what I can tell. I can't see too many discrepancies here. Now, I mentioned earlier that 53% of people thought the left one was real, which, even if that's right or wrong, that's a fantastically successful ratio for a counterfeit shirt. And 53% of people were wrong. The official shirt is the one on the right. Now, we'll go through the telltale signs in a second, but a lot of people thought it was the left one because the colours look better. The colours don't look better on this shirt. The material is actually far worse quality, and as a result, it's just far more saturated. People usually think more saturation equals looks nicer, but it's sort of the equivalent of putting more sugar in an Aldi chocolate bar and thinking that's nicer. It's not. They've just put more of the stuff that's sort of more of the bad stuff into it to make up for it being bad. Now onto the differences, and the PUMA logo on the fake one is squished. Far more saturated than the rest of the logos on the shirt, and doesn't actually have the correct feet. The gaps in the Etihad text are too thin on the fake one, and there's no attempt at a pretend official PUMA label on the fake one either. But for me, the most obvious tell is a placement of the badge. The badge is clearly in the wrong place as it's overlaying the lightning bolt graphic, when there's a clear break in the lightning graphic for where the actual badge should be. This one is 75 quid. The one I've got on now is £13.20. £13.20. But surely you still would rather the real thing. I thought the Chinese one was going to be honking and so painfully bad that I could just abuse it and just sort of like, well, why are you buying? Like, come on, buy the real one. But honestly, it's an incredible reproduction of the latest one. There's a few bits and bobs, but on the whole, it's like 95% of the way there. But despite this, I would never ever recommend buying the counterfeit one. It's not Joe Bloggs who makes these, it's a full-on criminal operation. But if fake football shirts are on the rise, why are people buying them? Because the official ones are a fortune. I love City, but I never ever pay £75 at the beginning of the year. I wait until March and I get it for £30. Is an extra 45 quid worth it for 8 months? Almost definitely not. The average price of a standard adult replica top has increased by an average of 12% across the Premier League compared to last season. It's gotten to a point a bit similar to when people illegally downloaded music or heavily pirated films. As always, the best way to stop mass theft and counterfeit products is to provide something sensibly priced and worth it. That's bringing down the prices and not offering free new shirts every single year. Let me know your thoughts on counterfeit football shirts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in a bit, you lunchtime cretin.